think I will.
Good morning, Facebook.
Morning.
We're commuting in for Saturday of Outlier New Orleans at the New Orleans Public Library. We're excited because we're going to have breakfast this morning at Jimmy J's Cafe, which we've heard a lot of good things about. And again, I'm running a little late, so I'm going to be putting on my makeup while Chris and I talk. And Mr. T is going to get us there safely. Okay, what goes first? Primer. Okay, so we had a great day yesterday. Yesterday in the space, we conducted our Outlier interview with you, Chris, for our documentary. Mr. Keith Lampton from Councilman Jason Williams' office came to visit us and make good on his promise to follow up with us with his contact information. And I'm glad he did, because I did sort of threaten him within an inch of his life to do that. People make a lot of promises, y'all. They don't always deliver. You gotta be firm. What else, Chris? What else?
Well, I was impressed with that because, as we know, sexual assault is extremely political. Like, who knew? It's crazy.
Oh my
but
God.
It is. And for politicians to actually follow up and not just want the photo op, but actually really care and want to enact things in legislation and make them back it up and actually do it. Because honestly, you can have great laws, and Louisiana does, believe it or not, have a lot of great sexual assault laws on the books. But really, the buck stops at the legislative branch. So the detectives do a great job in most cases,
right,
and bring that information to the DA's office, where it stops, invariably for a variety of reasons, some legit, a lot not.
Right.
So to have politicians not just want the photo op during election time, but to actually follow through is huge.
Yeah. Yeah, and this Jason Williams, man, Councilman Williams is favored to be the next district attorney of New Orleans, the city of New Orleans. Ooh, what is that?
Oh, it's okay. I'm like Penny on Big Bang Theory. It's just the tire lights.
Oh, the tire lights coming on, and we don't care.
No.
We don't care.
And again, we're not endorsing anybody, as Molly stated yesterday. We're just talking about the people who are showing Outlier support.
Absolutely. If you show up, we're going to talk about you. If you don't, we're not.
Yeah.
You know, and this would be a great time to say that mayoral candidate Frank Skurlock showed up too. And he actually showed up in person. He didn't send an emissary.
He did.
You know, I don't know Frank. I don't know about what he's about or his platform. But from my perspective, he showed up for Outlier, and that was awesome. We were glad to see him. LaToya Cantrell's campaign sent, or her office, I'm sorry, she's holding current public office, or maybe not, I don't know. She's a front runner, though. She's a front runner for mayor for the city of New Orleans right now, and she's the underdog, y'all. No corporate money. That's kind of exciting.
It's kind of cool, yeah.
You know, no endorsement, but it's great to hear that women are able to do that without big corporate backing.
Right.
It's incredible. I have a furball or something. All right. So,
that is a burned out car.
It is. There's a new burned out car. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's our good old reliable Resist 2017. And here's our burned out car. We have no idea what's going on France Road on the way to Pontchartrain Landing, but it don't look good. Okay, where were we?
We were talking about...
And we may not be endorsing any candidates, but we sure can say that there's a problem with the current leadership. And clearly, if they can't accept Kristen's case, whose case are they accepting? That's what I want to know.
Right.
You know, you must have to be like fucking Cinderella and, you know, rock solid and, you know, maybe a Amish girl or something. I don't know.
Well, and that's really...
Is that offensive? I think I'm offensive right now.
Well, it's really interesting, though, because, like you said, if not Kristen's case, I mean, just on the physical evidence alone.
Torn uvula.
Right. I mean, if not her case, then what case? And what we do know is there are limited funds to try these cases. And we get that. And I understand that DA's offices want to pursue cases that they feel like they can win. I get that too. But oftentimes these aren't picture perfect classic cases. More often than not, there is drinking involved in so many rape cases, so many, and that is considered a drug-facilitated sexual assault. Not to mention, she's pretty sure she was drugged, as were other victims of this serial rapist.
Exactly.
And so, we find that not just in Kristen's case, but that's almost a universal problem for getting these cases prosecuted. And while we do understand some of the obstacles, it seems very arbitrary on how some of these are screened. And as Kristen said, there were other victims that were willing to come forward, and they didn't even talk to those people before they
even talk to them, before they made their decision not to prosecute this asshole. In other words, Kristen Crane cares more about the public safety of the citizens of New Orleans than the DA's office and the chief of police. There, I said it.
Yep. So moving on today, we're going to be at the library.
Okay, yes, we're going to the library again. First, we're going to have breakfast.
Right.
Because, girls got to eat. You know what we're doing? You know what we're doing.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. And today, we have a call for action for you people. We love you guys so much, and we know you want to help. So here's how. We need media attention in New Orleans. I had good contacts at WDSU. I've heard nothing from them. If you know anyone at WDSU, please tell them about this important exhibit and ask them to make it a priority to get down here before we close tomorrow at 5 p.m. If you have any contacts at any of the local stations, the Times-Picayune, anybody, I want to talk to them. I want them to come see the exhibit for themselves. And so that's the call for action today. We need to hear from you today. Yeah, Kenny, live feeds, that's the way it goes. I'm sorry we're cutting in and out. That's just the way it goes with live feeds. Hopefully we're not cutting in and out right now. So I'll say it again, call to action. We need media attendance and attention today and tomorrow. Anybody you know in the press in New Orleans, anybody you know in the in television broadcasting in New Orleans, please contact them. Tell them we're at the downtown library. And a lot of you know my cell. Give them my cell number. I don't give a shit. I want to talk to them. 318-302-0749. That's 318-302-0749. We need to hear from the media today. And here's something for extra credit. HuffPost and BuzzFeed. If we could get some shares over there, if enough people reach out to them and say Outlier New Orleans, it will get their attention. And nobody can help us mobilize that like you guys. You guys have the power to do this. I know you feel like you're just one person. I know you may feel like you're an outlier. See what I did there? Okay. But you're not, because each one of you that does it is going to be joined with another voice. So please take advantage of that. Help us get the good word out. We are not selling. We are not raising money. We are exposing predators and recovering survivors. We are Outlier. Thanks, guys. We love you.